Okay, hello everyone and welcome to our channel Jewish Psychology. Our question today is, how can I stop criticizing other people? Why should I stop criticizing other people? What are the benefits of being a critical person and what are the prices that I'm paying of being a critical person? Why should I win off it? Is there any problem with being critical? What are the problems? Where does this tendency of my personality comes from, and can I win it? And the most important question is how can I overcome this tendency? How can I stop being a critical person? How can I stop criticizing others? In order to answer that, we first have to answer the question, what is to be a critical person? What is criticism? Criticism is that I see something and I think it could be better. It could be done better. I want to improve things in reality. So there is something very positive in being a critical person. What does it mean? All processes of supervision or monitoring other things needs some kind of tendency, a tendency or a decision that we have a place of criticizing this process in order to improve it. So there is something very positive, but there is also something very negative in being a critical person. What is the negativity of it? When I put the I, my ego, in it. It's not that I really want to improve things, it's that I cannot stand the way the kitchen is look like. I cannot stand seeing you all day long on the couch. I cannot stand you not doing what I want you to do. So there is a lot of what I want, the way I want things to be. And when there is when there is interest, nobody really will listen to me. It's like, I want to control reality. I am judging other people. I'm judging other activities, the way people make their decisions. Everything is bothering me. I have something to say about everything. So in a way, I am victimize myself. I'm becoming a victim because I want everything to be as I want. And when people do not do what I want and do not act, do not play the way I want, I'm criticizing them and I cannot change the reality by myself. So I'm in a place when you cannot change things and you are critical, you are a victim in a way, and you want to control everything in your surroundings. But this is only the external behavior that my inner tendency manifests itself. What does it mean? What does it mean to be a critical person, that I have tendency to be more critical than others? I have this tendency, which is positive when you look at it in deeply, it's very positive, that I want to see reality as perfect. I want to see, I'm asking myself, what is the right thing to do now? What is the best thing that I could do now? I'm asking questions and I'm looking for the best answers. I'm trying to, it's in the Kabbalistic literature, it's from the left line of my personality. It means that I have something in it which I want everything to judge things in reality. What does it mean to judge? There is kindness and there is judgment. Kindness that I'm giving to everyone. Whoever needs, I'm giving charity. Today we are in a war in Israel, and there are all kinds of movements that gives a lot of things to the soldiers. And there are few kinds of soldiers. There are those who are handling the fight inside of Gaza Strip. There are really fighters, really doing, and there are those who support them, to bring them food, whatever that this needs to be a supporter of the fighting. When you bring, doesn't matter, something, they want to spoil them, to give them something nice to eat. When you have the kindness, you bring to everyone, to the warriors and to those who support them. Doesn't matter to you. The supporters get usually the food first because you cannot meet the warriors usually unless they are getting out of Gaza. What does it mean? I don't really care. I want to give to everyone. In kindness, there is something very blind. What does it mean, blind? That I don't see the person that I'm giving to. I want to give. That's it. In kindness, the result, it's the result of love. I have love, and I want to manifest this love through kindness. and I don't really see you. When I love my spouse, if you will ask what is more important, love or hov or ho or reverence, reverence is more important. Why? Because in reverence, I'm taking myself one step backward. I'm seeing my spouse. I'm seeing his attributes, his personality. I don't want to give because I want. Sometimes you can love someone and be a very charmful person, but you don't really see the person that you love. You can live with him 20 years and you don't see him. You see yourself. You see yourself wanting to love him. So there is something in love that it's a lot about me. It's a lot about the way I see things. There is something in judgment. What is real judgment? Judgment not from a negative place. Real judgment is that I ask myself, do you really deserve this kindness, this charity? Do you deserve it? In judgment, I want to see your personality. I want to see you. I want to see your achievement. I want to see your behavior. I want to see what you are doing. I'm really seeing you. That's why in the Kabbalistic literature, we combine between awe and reverence and judgment. Because only when I have awe, only when I have reverence, only when I respect you, I'm really ready to take myself backward and to leave you the place and to see you. And when I see you, only then I can see all your attributes, all the way who you really are. And only then I can really appreciate you and to give you what you really need. So in the positive point of view, from the positive point of view, we are talking about judgment as a positive tendency of the soul, something very high. I can see you. I want to bring you what you really worth it. Mercy is that I know you don't deserve it, my kindness, but although you do not deserve it, I want to give you. But still, we said that criticism comes from judgment. When it's from the negative, when it's from the positive tendency, when it's from the positive, we said the difference between positive manifestation of criticism and negative manifestation of criticism is that when you are criticizing and there is me, what about me? I want to control things, I think, and you do not see the other person. The result is that this criticism will bring a disaster and will never make any change in reality and will not improve your reality and your relationship. That is the main core. That is the touchstone that we are talking about. So if it's about you, it's a negative manifestation of this tendency, of this left manifestation, of this left line, we said from the Kabbalistic point of view. So the most important thing is to understand that when you are criticizing, usually it will not come from the positive point of view. Why? Because it's a lot about you. So our main question is, how can I overcome it? How can I win off it? How can I stop being a critical person? So the first thing, I think, let's embrace few advices. The first one is to realize the damage, the prices that I'm paying. What does it mean? Usually, I do not overcome my criticism, me being a critical person, because I think there is something positive in it. That's why we emphasized the positive tendency of criticism. Because I think, how would my son would do what he needs to do if I won't tell him? How would my wife would do what I want her to do if I won't tell her what to do? And it's the right way, and both vice versa. The first thing that I should know, that criticism destroy my relationship. I never met someone that accepted criticism and said, yeah, you are right, my father, I accept it, I embrace it so much, thank you very much for saying me that. From now on, I will change my way. No, what happens to you when somebody criticizes you? You close yourself. You are not ready to hear anymore. You are losing the person that you are criticizing. He will never want to be close to you. Think about yourself. I don't want to be close to anyone that is criticizing me. I want to to take one step backward. I won't come to him. And if my mother will criticize me, I won't come to her. Even though I'm 50 and she's 75, I won't visit her because I don't want to be in a place that somebody is criticizing me. I don't want it. Doesn't matter if he's right or not. And if you will ask yourself this question, how would people change themselves? How would I improve the reality of what things need to be done? Without being criticizing, believe me, people knows how to work on themselves. If it would work, you tried 500 times. You told your son to clean his room. He didn't do what you wanted him. So if you said 501 with criticism, you always like that. There are those who make the difference between being judgmental and being critic. And critic, they say there is something positive in it. But it all comes from the same tendency in your soul that you want things to be as you want. So the first thing is to understand the damage. Without understanding the damage, and today you cannot criticize no one, because when you criticize someone, there will not be relationship here anymore. It will go away, and you can see couples that they have a lot of criticism in the relationship, they will split away. They won't be together because it's very hard, even though the critic is right in a way. You can find way to justify this criticism, even though it won't work. So first thing, to understand the damage. If you really understand the damage, there is more chances that you will overcome it. Second thing is to know the damage is not only to your spouse, to your children. You're not only damaging your relationship at work. Think about it. I spoke with one of the officers in the army, and there was an officer above him that started being critical, and it's people are coming to reserve. They want to come. They want to fight. They want to save their country, but they won't come if they feel that you are criticizing them in every step that they are doing. People want to feel independence. They want to feel that they are influencing. They want to feel important. So they won't come. You have to change your point of view. You have to change the way you manage people. And it is the right way in work, and it's the right way in war. Second thing, it's not only affecting and destroying your own relationship, it's destroying your life, because you are becoming a person who is a prosecutor of life. What does it mean? You always see what is wrong. You're looking for what is wrong. You cannot enjoy life. One of the secrets of life is to be able to catch opposite things. What does it mean? In one way, I know that I want to achieve more. I want to push myself more. I want to achieve more from life. I want things to be in a better way, to be done better. But in the other way, I know how to be peaceful with the place I am. I'm loving the place. This is the perfect place that this is the perfect place for me. So in order to really live good life, efficient life with in one way, you have all energetic vibe that will push you forward, but you know how to love the place that you are there, that you are living in. It's like to hold those two opposite ideas, two opposite tendencies of the soul. One is to push yourself forward, and the other one is to love and to be in the place that you are. So when you are holding those two tendencies, only then you can really have good life, really meaningful life. And if you are only seeing what is not right, what is to be a critical person, you always walk and you see what is not right. And usually you see it in things that are close to you. It's less important for you. It will less bother you if you go in another country and you see corruption. Corruptions in your city will make you mad. And in your village will make you mad. One of the ideas of the Alter Rabbi is to walk in life and to be, and this is the second and the third advice is to walk in life and not to be attached to everything. Not everything is connected to you. You don't have to control everything. It's like making a switch. In one, the first step is to let loose, my grip on what I want things to be or the way I want things to be done. And the second level, the second step is to make a transformation, to take this tendency. If I'm a critical person, I will stay a critical person. And there are those persons that it's in their personality. It's a part of their character, of their nature. They won't be able to overcome it and to stop being a critical person. But the idea is to transform it to a place that instead of criticizing others and destroying my relationships, I'm criticizing myself. That's what the Alter Rebbe is saying. Criticize yourself. It's like, say to yourself, you can achieve more from your life. You can do more. Push yourself forward. It's not those people that have tendency to criticism. There is less chances that they will fall into self-accusation and sadness because they want more from reality. So push yourself and say, can I use this critical tendency of mine instead of criticizing my wife and my children to practice more, to learn more, to use time in a better way? Can I use it in order to achieve more for myself instead of controlling others? And this is the key point in order to make a change. It's first, you stop your gripping, you let others loose. You do not control reality. It's not all on your shoulders. Walk life like it's not your city. Allow yourself not to control everything. Not everything is connected to you. Let other people make their decision. We spoke about reverence. When you have reverence, when you have awe to your wife, to your children, to your workers, you let them decide. You know that you have your own way. You have your own way of making decisions and running this. Doesn't matter what you run, but they have their own way. And if you won't let them walk their way, they will fall. They won't give you the results because they know to do in their style, in their way. So let them do that and appreciate their way, appreciate yours and appreciate theirs. So if you do not appreciate other people, you do not really appreciate yourself because you're always in tension. So the most important thing is to let your grip off and to take it, to transform it to places that you can achieve more in your life, to use this inner tendency, to use these emotions that manifest itself as criticism and judging others in order to judge yourself and to say, that's all, I can get more out of this. Not out of this life, out of this moment. I can do more. I can run another mile. I can write more. I can learn more. I can be more. And then you take your critical tendency to a better place. Okay, Jewish Psychology, you're more than welcome to join our channel. See you in the next episode.